My name is Arun Jagtiani, and I'm a proud St. Martin. In a few short weeks, our country is going to be heading to the polls to elect 15 new members to Parliament, and I think the entire voting population could benefit from knowing a little bit more about who these candidates are. Over the next few days, I'm going to interview a few new faces and a few political veterans. So join me, St. Martin. Let's talk politics. Some of the items that I've seen on your manifesto, if elected, some of the things you want to focus on when you're elected. Yes. I love that. I love that. I stand corrected. Okay. Some of the things, yes, some of the things that you've highlighted that are important. Infrastructure was definitely high on your list. Tell me quickly some of the ideas, areas of improvement.
So dark, Arun. St. Martin is so dark, and it has been since Irma. I don't know what is happening with the lighting system throughout the island. Sometimes the lights are on, then it's out. I know we have a huge maintenance problem.
Yes. Meaning
that ministers and parliaments have not insisted that the ministers have a maintenance project to, whenever they do a project, to make sure that it can be continued. St. Martin is dark, the infrastructure, the roads are horrible.
We were talking about drainage.
The drainage system, because what we did in the past, we fixed a road, but we never put proper drainage system.
Yes.
And a huge glaring situation is right here in Billy Foley Road, where thousands of tourists are passing daily, workers, taxi drivers, the residents, and it is so shameful. I filmed it just before elections last year.
Yes.
I had a 20 or 30 second video, and I brought it to the attention of the people. So now when I pass, I literally stop the taxi drivers and I said, guys, we have an opportunity again. We have an opportunity again to fix it. I live right across here. We have similar situations, mind you, in Dutch Quarter as well, where the situation is just absolutely horrible in terms of infrastructure, and we can fix that. The traffic situation, I mean, come on, you really think tourists are going to continue coming to St. Martin with all of the cars that we have piling up?
So how do we address the traffic situation?
Oh, we discussed that in our manifesto 4 years ago.
Okay.
So again, people of St. Martin give us that opportunity to really tackle this issue. It is solvable. Every problem is solvable. I don't see problems, I see solutions. And you could work solutions out together in partnership with the people. Especially this area with the causeway, which by the way is not well lit, and Simsimi Bridge, there's no light on the Simsimi Bridge. Also 2.5 years after Irma. Come on, people. 2020, December 2020, let's have lights all over St. Martin, but definitely on the Causeway Bridge that costs us so much money, and the Simsimi Bridge. Turning the traffic situation. We discussed it with several traffic experts. So there are things that you can put in place other than making sure that the bus stops are real bus stops, where it is regulated by ordinance, where the buses should stop.
Yes.
That's number one. But also discussing with the businesses and the residents in the area to turn St. Martin, turn this area into a one-way roundabout.
Yes, I've heard this before, and I think it would make great sense.
It makes sense, of course, together with the other smaller details.
So we have to look outside the box. We can't be doing the same thing expecting different results.
Absolutely.
Right?
And the thing is, it is solvable. And that's one of our points in terms of the infrastructure to get it done.
Touch on a few other real quick things, we're running out of time. We're running out of time, but real quick. Lower taxes.
Yes.
What are your ideas on how we restructure the tax code in a nutshell? Obviously, we can't go into the details of the policy.
That's correct. Let's start with the pensioners. Pensioners shouldn't pay taxes at all.
Fair. Okay.
I know there's a certain bracket where they don't, but period. If you're a pensioner, you shouldn't pay. For businesses, indeed, we must lower the taxes. Especially after a calamity that we've just had, we must lower the taxes in order to give incentive to the businesses to give at least an increase in the minimum wage, because if the people have an increase in minimum wage, they will spend more.
It increases spending across.
Absolutely. So it's a win-win situation. We lower the taxes for the businesses and give an increase for them.
Compliance of the taxes. So yes, I agree with lowering the taxes,
Yes.
definitely as a business person. But at the same time, there's a tremendous amount of importance that government coffers have money.
Absolutely.
Right? So country can't function if government don't have money.
Correct.
So how do we find that balance? And I mean, I think, yes, increasing compliance is easy to say, but how do we realize this?
You know, we spoke about Holland before. Mm-hmm. Holland has a system and they have a number. And this number, everyone has it. So in order to have those businesses also pay, we're not going to tax you more. We're not going to tax you, period. But you need to pay, you need to pay your fair share. Pay something.
Yes.
But in order for us to know, to get to those persons who are totally above or under the radar, to pay their fair share, you need to have a system that's connected with the receiver's office, the tax department,
simplified system,
the Chamber of Commerce,
yes,
and economic affairs. Simple system that you don't have to go driving up and down to pay your taxes,
yes,
and not discourage you for saying, you know what, I'm going to leave because from here I need to go to the other spot.
That is something we need to dumb it down, as they would say.
Yes, but for you to be able to simplify it, Arun, we need high tech. We need an ICT system that connects. We need an internet system that is workable, that allows you to connect these 3 or 4 departments that you mentioned. And so if you don't have that online, that internet business done, then we just keep talking. We're
running out of time, and there's a lot of things on your list I still wanted to address. But something I don't see on your list, though, that I think could play a critical role in increasing or diversifying the economy and putting some money in government coffers. What are your thoughts on the cannabis industry being regulated in St. Martin?
California is
great example.
They are raking it in.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
They are raking it in. So for a small country of St. Martin, in fact, one of our candidates, he is championing that issue. Okay. Oh, definitely. And indeed, cannabis in terms of, especially the medicinal one, we start with that. And once you regulate that, someone said, oh, but the boys in the block don't be selling. I said, no, it's not going to be that way, because in California, the boys in the block are not selling it. It is regulated. Yes. And perhaps you could get the boys off the block, and set up shop with them, and get them into doing it in a legal way.
Yes.
You know, small is beautiful. We can create jobs right here in St. Martin to make sure that this beautiful island flourishes the way it should be.
Sure.
It's a diamond in the rough, and we can polish it off if we work together and stop this divisiveness that we have in St. Martin.
Absolutely. I'm just going to read off a few bullet points. Okay. Unfortunately, we won't have time for comments on it, but for the viewers to know, some of the things that you've mentioned here is a fair energy policy.
Yes, sir.
With that, are you giving incentives for people to put solar on their own homes?
That's correct.
Is that what that, okay?
And also reducing the fuel clause. Don't forget that the fuel clause was something that was
supposed to be temporary.
Temporary,
right?
Yes.
So is turnover tax supposed to be temporary?
Correct.
But
that's
okay.
Correct. But with the turnover tax, we could play with it. But with the fuel clause, definitely.
Okay.
EPA will champion that.
Recycling policy.
Yep.
I think that speaks for itself. Yes, the importance of that. Green zones. Mm-hmm. Since we just touched on the garbage, real quick. What's the solution for the dump, in your opinion?
Stop the greedy politicians. Sorry, get them out. Okay. That's our solution.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's been the real hurdle.
Absolutely. It is who will get a contract to do what. PPA and the leader of the PPA have nothing of that in our backyard. What we have is the people ahead of us. We have the connections. We brought Professor Gunter Pauli 2 years ago to St. Martin, who has a huge connection with persons who does that not for profit, but to make sure that either the city or the country, or in this case, our islands, can once and for all start cleaning up that dump in a transparent and an accountable way.
So in the interest of time, I can't read off all these bullet points because I know each one will become a conversation. That's exactly what I was going to suggest. Where could the interested voters find this information?
Yes, right.
So on your Facebook page, which is PPA-SXM, Facebook.p.a.SXM.
That's correct.
Wonderful. And you're very easy to find, of course. You're all over.
I'm everywhere.
So, Gracita, thank you so much for stopping in our studio today. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. We wish you a lot of success on the campaign trail.
Thank you.
Please, in closing, I'd love for you to just say a little message directly to the voters and encourage them to come out on January 9th.
Absolutely. Your vote is so important in turning this country around for the better. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. 2020 going forward will be a great year. And I look forward to sitting with Arun again next year.
4 years.
But next year, because I want people to see us next year, but discussing the issues that we have solved in that 1 year. That's our promise. Hitting the road, getting the job done that we promised that we will do. And it starts with looking at a long-term 10-year plan, but dealing with the short-term issues that we know we can deal with. How do you eat an elephant, Arun?
One bite at a time.
One bite at a time, and that is what PQ is going to do. We start with the small issues that the people could feel, touch, and smell to say, yes, we finally have a government that we deserve. So thank you so much. Thank you for your vote. Thank you for your support, and we will honor your trust. Thank you.
Gracita, thank you so much for stopping by our studio. It's been an absolute pleasure. I wish you much success on the campaign trail.
Thank you.
And hopefully in 4 years we can do a follow-up talking about your successes. Yes?
We'll start in 1 year.
Okay. Here.
To give you an update.
Yes. Okay, I look forward to that.
Absolutely.
I look forward to that.
Thank you.
Thank you for everyone who tuned in. We've got another episode coming at you tomorrow, and as always, we love your feedback in the comment section below. My name is Arun Jagtiani, and I'm a proud St. Martin. In a few short weeks, our country is going to be heading to the polls to elect 15 new members to Parliament, and I think the entire voting population can benefit from knowing a little bit more about who these candidates are. Over the next few days, I'm going to interview a few new faces and a few political veterans. So join me, St. Martin, and let's talk politics.